Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome back once again to JJ's PC Build. You know it is JJ with you once again. And we're about approaching Christmas time. So if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe. And if you've already subscribed, welcome to the family. Welcome to JJ's PC Builds community. And my veteran subscribers, as always, much love to you for all that you do, helping support the channel. And if you really like my videos, put a positive thumbs up on the video. It would be appreciated. And I told you this is like a little Christmas special. Going to be right here. And you know what time it is on this Christmas special? Going to be graphics card nightmares right here on JJ's PC Builds. So let's go ahead and just dive right into it and see what's going on this special day. And I will state this. Let's go to the action screen and we'll talk more. Alrighty, let's go ahead and pop up some DuckDuckGo for you. There we go. And let's go ahead and go to Amazon. Like we always do. And do remind you, if you decide to buy some graphics card or some PC parts from Amazon, don't expect them to be within the 3-day time period, because something tells me you're not going to be able to get your parts and stuff until after Christmas. So keep that in mind as well. Okay, go up to the top here where it says all, go down to and put computers and graphics cards for gaming PCs. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to have a little bit of a looky look on the graphics cards. Well, you know, we're just going to go through the whole thing. So we're not going to have this end of the year pricing and everything else. We're just going to have what's going on today for the pricing, for the simple fact because of this. We have another graphics card nightmares, which is going to be on the 29th. And on the 29th, I'm going to have something special for y'all, because that's going to be the end of the year graphics card nightmares. The end of the year, not the end of graphics card nightmares, the end of the year. So it'll be the end of the year 2023. So next week, do expect something cooking in the works, because we have something cooking for you. All right, let's go ahead and look at these graphics cards. 3060 Ti, 6 GDR6 for $359. 8 gigabytes for $359. I don't know. I don't think so. 4090 they got for, oh my God. You know what? Any card that's above, and I'm going to say this, any card that's above $700, is not going to be worth me even looking at, because they're going to be nothing but nightmares for you all. I mean, I know there are some people that out there will spend the kind of money for those kind of cards, but today, this is not what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the lower end cards that most of the consumers are looking for right now. And we're going to go through that. They got a 3060 for $289. It's not too bad. 3060 right here for $299. I would rather go to the $289. It's got twin fans, so if you got a MATX case, that would be perfect for you with an MATX case. It is an MSI card. And you got your gigabyte card. You got a 4060 Ti. Look at this, $519. $519. I think that's a little bit steep when it comes to the graphics cards, but you know, you're not going to get anything any cheaper anytime soon unless you wait. Now, when it comes to the 6600, they got it for $219 here on Amazon. I don't think I want to deal with the 4 gigabyte card VRAM. See, understand this. I'm dealing only with cards with 8 gigabytes of VRAM and above. And it's going to be sooner or later, like in 2024, we're just going to look at the 12 gigabyte and above cards. Because the 8 gigabytes are going to turn around. It's looking like they're going to be extinct by the mid-2024. Because the way the games are rolling out and everything else, you know, the AAA games. And that's what a lot of you like to play. So we're thinking about that. 4060 for 389. That's a little bit steep. They got this ATX case. That's not too shabby of a case. I kind of like that. But I'd rather have the case that I got from my friend, believe it or not. 4060, 339. I'm not going to look at that. 3070 for 439. It would have been better if they had a 3080. A 3080 for 439. That would have been nice. 329, no. No. See, I'm just going past the nightmare part of it. You know, they got a no. 4070 OC, I can't see paying that. No way. A 580, not unless you like a see, because that's a China card, and I'm not really into doing them China cards. I'm only looking for name brand cards that are got some kind of substance to them. You know, I'm not even going to look at that 4090. That's ridiculous. That's nightmare issues all around. And these are today's prices, and this video will be coming out today. This is Friday, 12/22/23. Just to let you know. And this will be coming out today. As soon as I get done making this video, it's going to come out to you all right then and there. So do expect it to come out. They got this one. It looks like it might be on a refurbish, but it's a 6750. They got it for $312 used. I'm kind of staying away from those kind of things. You know, it's not that, it's just I can't trust it enough. You know, the used cards off of Amazon, and do remind you, when you're buying something, make sure you buy it directly from Amazon, or you buy it directly from the company itself. Like with Power Color, they've been having issues. So let's go to Newegg. Power Color's been having issues of people hacking, kind of misleading people about their products and stuff like that. And we tried that. I remember that. Yeah. We tried that and it didn't work. We just do graphics cards. Okay. So now we're on to the graphics cards. But when it comes to Amazon, be very careful. Make sure you buy direct from Amazon, and do not buy from these private sellers. You know, not saying that you don't have to. It's if you trust them, then you can buy from them. But if you don't trust them, don't buy from them, because they're turning around jacking up the prices when you can get the prices for cheaper, probably going with the company itself. If you go to Power Color's site, you probably can get their parts, their GPUs and stuff pretty cheap. So, or you buy directly from Amazon. Don't buy it from third party, because you'll run into some issues about that. 3060, 289. That's still 6700 XT, 299. The prices have come up since last week. I will state this. 4060 OC. It's an Asus 309. 16 gigabytes, 6800 XT, 449. Now, I'm going to say something right here. This right here, 449. That's not too bad from ASRock. It's a 6800 XT, which you'll keep right up there with the 7800 XT, but it's last gen. Do remember that. It is last gen, but you might have a little bit of a price advantage, because the 7800 XTs at the lowest I've seen was $519. Now compared to the 449, which I see right here. And another thing too, with NVIDIA coming out with the Super Series, don't look for the prices to be any lower than $600. Okay. I can tell you that right now with that Super Series, and people have been talking about the pricing and everything else. You're going to be paying around $600+ to be getting a GPU. So if you're not looking to spend that kind of money, then this will be right where you need to be. But if you want to buy a GPU, but if you want to wait to get your hands on those GPUs, that's up to you. But the price point right here, right now, is what you're going to be buying for this year. But next year, the price points are going to change, especially if NVIDIA brings out those cards and they try to lower the prices a little bit. They might lower the prices down a little bit on them Super Series cards, but is it really worth the price to performance? And I can tell you right now, from what I'm seeing, price to performance is still not there with those Super Series cards. Not unless NVIDIA can prove to me that for price to performance, those cards are well worth the money. You know, I'm not stoking everybody up for those cards. I can tell you that right now. I am not stoking you up for those cards. I'd rather see you get something that you will be able to handle in your system. You know, some people, they only got 600-700 watt power supplies, you know, and you go to get one of them high powered cards, then you're going to end up having to change your power supply, because if you don't have that special connector and you don't have enough PCIe connectors to your graphics card from your power supply, that's going to be a factor in itself. You know, that's something you really need to think about. I mean, they got a 7800 XT 16 gigabytes for $539. That's not too bad. I paid $529 for this right here. This one right here, the Hellhound. And I bought it directly from Amazon, just to let you know. I didn't buy it from PowerColor. I did buy it from Amazon. So I did take the recommendations you said to buy it direct from Amazon. I did buy it direct from Amazon. So let's move on. We got a 70. See, I'm starting to notice ASRock's prices are way lower than, you know, a lot of the competitors' prices right now. I do notice this. And I'm going to start looking into doing some ASRock stuff too. Even though that I don't have a conception of their motherboards, you know, but I might start looking into that. Y'all let me know in the comment below. Look at this, $549 for a gigabyte 12 gig card. You got a 6600 8 gigabytes for $189. Newegg's got some good prices on the 6600. We'll keep that in mind for somebody that wants to spend, you know, less than $200 on a graphics card. There you go. I mean, truthfully, I'm not thinking about going any lower than a 6600. You know, you can go to a 6600 XT, or you can go to a 6650 XT. I would recommend go to this. If you're going to do the 6600, just for a couple bucks more, go to the 6650 XT. You'll get better performance. You know, if you really want to get down to the brass tacks of it all, 6650 XT's got better performance than the 6600 for a couple bucks more. I mean, I've seen the 6650 XTs up at about $249, but I mean, like I said, they might be lower now. It depends on what we see today. 4060, 8 gigabytes, 314. 3060, 12 gigabytes. I see now. The thing is this. You got a 3060 with 12 gigabytes, less than $300. And then for $15 more, they got a 4060. I mean, that's kind of a crapshoot. Truthfully, that's kind of a crapshoot. $549 for an MSI dual fan GPU. I can't see paying that. That's a nightmare right there. $599 for MSI 3 fans. If you want a 3 fan GPU, and that'll be for you. But 7800 XT, 3 fans, gigabyte, $549. Damn, they seem to come out with the games right after I make my purchase on these GPUs. This is just totally, I guess I'm doing it at the wrong time. But you can get the Frontiers of Pandora with selected AMD products, limited offer, $549. Let's move on. We're not going to make this terribly long. We're just going to get through it today. This is the 4090 with water cooling for $21.99. That's about close to the lowest prices I've been seeing so far on the 4090. 7900 XTX. I don't like my GPU to look like a Fruit Loop. That's just my opinion. I don't like my GPUs to look like a Fruit Loop. I like mine blacked out, either black or white. I mean, even if they got a little RGB on it, that's fine with me. But as far as anything else, nah, I'm not going to go there anytime soon. They got a white version, MSI 574, 6500 XT. I definitely ain't going to be talking about that anytime soon. Yeah. Okay, now we look through Newegg. I've only seen one good deal in Newegg. So far, I haven't seen nothing in Amazon yet, but in Newegg, I've seen one good deal, and we're moving on. Let's go to eBay. eBay. If I keep saying e-waste, I'm going to kind of think that everything's in the trash. Let's go to graphics cards. Let's go down here. Let's set our parameters. Buy it now. Okay, so nope. Nope. I don't know. They got this one here. It's refurbished, but I don't know how well y'all are in refurbished. Me, I try to stay away from the refurbished because I heard horror stories about it, but you never know. Acer Predator graphics card, Bifrost Intel Arc 770, $239, refurbished. If that's but look at the frequency. It's 2.20 gigahertz, right? And this 4070 here is running at 3.060 gigahertz. So that kind of, trying to compare a lot of cards to that 4070. And this right here, the 4070 is right there at the fine line of intermediate cards. It's right there at the fine line. Not unless you find a 4070 Ti, but if you're going to go for a 4070 Ti, you might as well wait until January to get a 4070 Super. Because it might be right up there with the performance of the 4070 Ti. So you might have a better deal if you want to wait around for that card, because something tells me that card's going to be around $650, and there's going to be $100 difference between the 4070 and the 4070 Super. So if they keep the 4070 at $550 and then they push the 4070 Super at $650, price point wise, don't forget your drink and snacks, by the way. That 10 to 14% is not going to make or break when it comes to performance wise compared to price. It's still not going to be there. I don't know what we don't know what NVIDIA has cooking as far as price. They have not established a price point. They have not said nothing to reviewers. They haven't done nothing yet. They're just saving everything for CES, which I will tell you, do remember, we're going to do something about that. When NVIDIA does CES, we're going to go live on that. So do expect that to happen. And I think that's on January the 8th, if I remember right. So if it is, I'll confirm it. And once I confirm it, then I'll have, I'll set up the live stream to give you guys a heads up, and we'll go from there. Let's get through this, this e-waste. I mean, eBay. See, I can't see buying that card because you can buy it cheaper on Newegg, brand new. So I really can't see you buying it here. See price, yeah, $4.99, $500. That's seeing the price right there, and that's basically what you want after shipping and everything else. When I see 6800 XT stacked up like this, you know these are mining cards. So to me, that looks like all mining cards. 4080 Trinity, $900. Believe it or not, you can get a deal or two off of eBay. Okay, I'm not bashing eBay. I know a lot of people think I'm bashing eBay, but I'm not. You know, it's just, I've heard too many stories about it from many people when they bought from eBay. You know, the return policies and everything else is they just got to strengthen their return policies to guarantee the consumer is going to get, you know, a great deal without having to get something broken. Because if you want something broken, you can go to the trash and get something broken and get it for free. And that's being honest with you. But when it comes to, you know, buying a GPU or buying a CPU or whatever off of eBay, you know, there's got to be some kind of guarantee. Nothing really seen in eBay as a deal. I know you guys are looking for Christmas deals. Let's go to Micro Center and see if they got anything in Micro Center that could be a good deal for you. Now, here comes all the pop-ups. That's the first thing I noticed. And we'll type in graphics cards. We'll start there. Yes, I don't know why they keep putting that up there. You know, how many times, every time I do it, every week, it's always that, you know, that confirmation of a pop-up. You know, it's only a confirmation of you looking at advertisements and you confirming, you allowing your, you know, your computer to show these advertisements as third party. I wish they would stop doing that. Okay, 3 available to ship. Okay, so let's see what they got on 3 available to ship. Okay, so this way you can probably buy from them and have the card shipped. They got the 4060 for $324, 4070 Ti for $800, and a 4080 for $1,200. And that's all they got for shipping. Items that you buy inside of the store. Now this is where we're going to get juicy on this. 4070 Tough, $600. Okay, 4070 twin edge Zotac, $529. Okay, it comes with a Game Pass for GeForce Now priority with selected GeForce RTX 40 series, which I never got. But that's okay. I'm not worried about it anymore. These companies wanted to send me, something to test their GPUs on certain games, then I'm sure they would be nice enough to send me a pass. But, I don't need them to send me a pass, truthfully. There's enough free games out there on Steam that I can take and benchmark all I want. So it is what it is. Holy Jesus. 6950 XT, triple fan, 16 gigs, $549. Holy Batman. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. And I'm saying this right here is the most spectacular deal that you're going to find. A 6950 definitely outperforms a 7800 XT, a 6800 XT, the 4070. I hate to say it because I even got the 4070, okay, for the same damn price. I mean, well outperforms. It might be last gen, but it still well outperforms all your midterm graphics cards, your medium-sized graphics cards. So this card, I would say the 6950 XT would push towards right where the 4070 Ti is. My opinion, I think it runs neck and neck with the 4070 Ti, almost getting over to about the 4080. So my opinion, 6950 is definitely a card to buy. If you're looking for one, $549, Micro Center, they're selling them. You better get them while they're still hot, because that looks like a hot deal. I mean, I know this is graphic card nightmare, but that's a hot deal. Ugh. 4090s, $1,800. That's not too shabby. I've seen them over 2,000. A white card, $569. 389 for 46. No, I mean, come on, guys, really? I mean, seriously? 7800 XT, $500. Oh, $500. And look at the fans. It's an ASRock, but it's got two fans. And a lot of people got smaller cases. Now that's perfect for you because it's only $500 and it's got two fans. You rarely see and the 7800 XT that I got here is 2 3/4 fans, like this one right here. The 7800 Hellhound right here, it's the same one. It's what I got right here. So they got a 7900 XT. I still like the 7800 XT. I'm sorry. 7900 XT, if they brought the price down to $649, that would be more viable. That would be more viable for me. If you set it at $650 and I'm in the consumer shoes, that would be a deal. I mean, you knock $100 off, you make more sales, and you move your inventory. But setting the price too high, people ain't going to buy. I mean, seriously, if you want people to buy, then you got to bring the price down for them to buy. And this is Christmas time, and they should be having these prices down. These prices down. They should be having some Friday sales. They should be having today some Black Friday sales. But I don't see any. I really don't see any Black Friday sales just before Christmas. This is the time that you do them Black Friday sales. People will be buying right and left. people don't really have money right now because of inflation, but some save up for this moment and they want a deal. And so far, when it comes to picking up PC parts, I really haven't seen a deal in like maybe 7 months. When it comes to any PC parts, I haven't seen a deal in 7 months. I mean, look, you want me to be honest with you? I'm going to be honest with you. I have not seen any deals in that amount of time. I mean, anytime you have your Black Friday sales, you're taking the high price, you're moving it down to the price you had it about 2 months ago. And then after the Black Friday sales, you're moving it right back up to the same price line you had it at before the Black Friday sales. So you're not getting a deal. You're not getting a deal. I could have bought anything 2 months ago and got it at a low sale. Anything. Could have got it at a low sale. But now, it seems like you're bouncing the prices. These companies are bouncing the prices back and forth, and the consumers, they've had enough. They have had enough of overpriced, underperforming crap. And I'm going to tell you that. Overpriced, underperforming CRAP, period. That's the reason why this is Graphic Card Nightmare, because we're going to bust it out on everybody and tell everybody how it is, And if these companies don't like for me to tell them how it is, then they need to invest their time in getting in contact with me and invest a little bit of capital in order to send me something for me to test. Because if not, you're just going to get my opinion. I know opinions like buttholes and everything else, but the thing is this. I spend 7 days a week. I spend 16 hours a day right here doing nothing but PC. PC reviewing, PC part looking, everything to deal with the PC. Everything. I spend more time than more reviewers do in about maybe 4 or 5 days. I do everything day by day. I do this 7 days a week. So, and from what I'm seeing and the pricing and everything else, consumer has had enough. I'm going to tell you that. The consumer has had enough. Now, for $439, now I can see the 7700 XT being viable because it's overclocked. It's 12 gigabytes. And believe it or not, I hate to say this, but it's almost to the point where it's keeping up with the RTX 4070. But it's at $439, so it's like maybe $50 or $60 less. Or maybe, more than that. Maybe like over $100+ less. I know some people got theirs for $540, $550. So let's do the math. And I know how much y'all love the calculator. So let's pull out the calculator and, go from here. So we're doing $550, right? So if you say and this is just for the 4070, as the new price they put out for it. Now you take the $440, and you minus that from the $440. You saved $110 with a card that gets close to the 4070 with the 7700 XT. Gets close to, and it's new gen. So, rasterization wise, 7700 XT's got a little bit of teeth to it for $439. Just keep that in mind. And if you want to get it, you can get it at Micro Center. They got it on their boards. For that price, looks like it's a gigabyte triple fan, $439. I spent that little extra moment, explaining this out to you all so you understand very carefully. $189. Looks like Micro Center's got that deal too. 7900 XTX. $949. $949. Looks like they dropped off $50 from the 7900 XTX. That's even a better yet deal. So that's a good Christmas deal if you want to get a card for somebody. The 7900 XTX will definitely do the job. If you don't want to spend $1,200, we'll bring out the calculator again. If you don't want to get a 4080, let's say at $1,200, you can get yourself a 7900 XTX for $950 and save yourself $250. $250 because it does have, 7900 XTX does have AV1 encoding. Just to let you know. Just like the 4080. So, but price point wise, you can see the difference between the two right here and right here. So, do keep that in mind when you're buying your cards. And usually, now they got the 7900 XT. Okay. Not the XTX, the XT. And we'll bring out the calculator again. So we say $950. And we'll minus that from right there, the Sapphire Technology AMD RTX 7900 XT. They got it for $819. So let's say we're minusing this from 820. Let's just say 820. That's $130 cheaper. If you want to save yourself some money to get that 819, that's $130 cheaper. Okay. So, that's got some good price point to it too. Looks like they got the low profile 4060 right here. I know one of my viewers were looking for one of those. They're $324 right here. So if you're looking for that low profile, it's right there. But for $324, I would not pay that for that low profile. I would not, because I would go right down here, because that right there is a PCIe 4.0 X8. Okay, I would go for a 4.0 X16 card. Gives you more lanes, just my opinion. You want a card that's going to give you more lanes when it comes to that. You don't want an X8 card. You're best off with an X16. I do not like X8 cards. Now, if this 7800 XT was an X8 card, you think I would really bought it? No. I would never touched it. And you guys would wonder yourself, oh, why wouldn't you have touched it? Well, because you only have 8 lanes and you don't have 16. You want all 16 lanes to be devoted to your graphics card to get the best graphics you can compared to whatever monitor you have. But yeah. So your monitor, if your monitor's not working in sync with your graphics card, don't expect to get the best graphics in the world. Expect tearing and stuff like that, stuttering, If you don't get your monitor set with your graphics card and it doesn't, work like you want it to, then, because you have to have a powerful enough monitor to support that powerful enough graphics card. So if you don't have it, then it's not going to work for you. It won't work for you, and then you're going to blame everybody but yourself for not getting the right monitor. So And be honest with you, I still think certain spec monitors go with certain type graphics cards. Because you want your monitor always to be, you want to have it over spec compared to your graphics card. You want to be able to give your graphics card that 100% right into your monitor, but you want your monitor to handle that 100% and plus be able to have room for like 10 or 20 more percent. You want at least to have your monitor going up to 120% compared to your graphics card at 100%. Because if your graphics card's given the all at 100%, then you know you're getting the most performance you can out of your graphics card. And how do you measure that? In time, we'll talk about that, but not on this video. We're just going to get through the bitter end of everything. And, and that pretty much was that. 7800 fighter for 509. Not bad. 509. So prices come down. It's a fighter. It seems like it's a fighter, but I got a Hellhound. So it all goes from that. Now. Okay, my conclusions. Let me get all this stuff out of my face. We went through all we did. And if y'all are looking to Christmas shop, right? And you're looking to buy, you want to build your daughter or son a computer or something, but you don't want to spend an astronomical amount of prices. Okay. My best bet to you is that find yourself a budget case with a 750 watt power supply. Find yourself a budget motherboard like a B550. Find yourself a budget processor like, let's say, the 5600X. And, RAM is pretty cheap. If you don't get the RGB ones, that'd be better. I don't use RGB ones in mine. I have enough RGB in my computer with the fans and the strips and everything else. I don't need RGB on my RAM because putting a light source onto a hot source, that's just going to make it even more hot for that source. So I'd rather just keep it blacked out, blacked out RAM. Or if you're going to do a white build, all white RAM. If you want to buy RGB, that's up to you. But I don't like RGB on my RAM. It looks stupid. To me, it does. It looks dumb as hell. Because I have the RGB that's coming off of the heatsink for the processor that shines on that RAM. So I really, truthfully, I'll even take a picture and I'll post it right here. Okay, of my computer. So that way you'll see what it looks like. Right now, I'm in construction of it. I want to do a new front plate for it because I don't like having a glass plate on the front of my PC. So I'm in construction of the front plate of what I'm going to do with that. And I know I said I was going to do that a long time ago, but 2024 is coming up, so there's going to be many things cooking. So be patient. We got a lot more stuff coming up in 2024. A lot more stuff. So, but the best deal I seen today was the 6600 that was on Newegg. Okay. Because you can get it delivery wise. If you can't find a Micro Center, it doesn't mean no good to tell you to get it from Micro Center because for the simple fact, you probably don't have a Micro Center in your area, But if you do, then go to Micro Center because it'd be a lot easier. It'd be, take you less time to get your items you like. Just go to Micro Center, pick up all your stuff. They're not sponsoring me. Do understand this. Amazon, Newegg, eBay, and Micro Center, they don't sponsor me. I'm doing this up on my own, giving you guys the prices I see every week. Be nice to have them sponsor me one day, One day if they do sponsor me, I will let you know. I will put down there on the bottom of the video, sponsored by, and I'll put it right on. You watch it all the way through the video, sponsored by, whatever company. They'll be recognized right there through the whole video. And like I said, and yes, tomorrow, right here. See this? RX 7800 XT. Y'all thought I was an NVIDIA shill. Well, no. You thought I was a fanboy of NVIDIA, thinking that I wouldn't buy a 7800 XT or I wouldn't buy any AMD's graphics cards. Look, right here. I bought this for a friend. For Christmas. Right here. So, don't think that I'm a fanboy of AMD and don't think I'm a fanboy of NVIDIA. I got both of their cards right here, which I'll probably be testing. I don't know how tomorrow's looking and the scheduling. I am still waiting on Amazon and UPS to deliver the one key part I need to finish the build tomorrow. They still haven't delivered it yet. So that's why I'm kind of up in the air about it. But I am going to, before I'm going to look tonight, I am going to look and see. I'm going to look and see if I have an extra drive, just in case, just to use it for testing purposes, to add to that build temporarily until I get the SSD. If it does not come in today, I have a backup plan. I am going to use a standard regular hard drive and see what this gear can do with the standard hard drive and boot it up to Windows 10. Because my friend said they want Windows 10. They decided against Windows 11. So I said, okay. So Windows 10 will be the spotlight of tomorrow when if everything goes as planned. So I just wanted to bring to you guys what I have planned for tomorrow on the live feed, the live show. So do expect it to be happening on the live show. And, because this is going to be the finale. Hopefully this is going to be the finale of that Christmas build. Hopefully it's not going to take us a long time, but do expect, because we have to load Windows 10 from scratch. We have to update all the drivers. Okay. This is what you have to do before you even decide to do any benchmark or any testing or anything else. You have to, start with the operating system, and then after that, you have to load all the drivers, everything that you need to get it in the right direction. I'm building it to the way the consumer would use it. That means I'm leaving on an antivirus program that comes with Microsoft that will stay on, and everything else that comes with Microsoft will not be tampered with. other than the telemetry, which I'm going to limit the telemetry and totally phase that out, a little bit of it. But anything else, and I'm not going to be, and also too, I'm not going to be putting a product key in this. Just for the simple fact of showing you guys that you can use Microsoft's Windows 10 without a product key. And what you lose, and you don't lose that much. Okay, everybody thinks, oh, because you don't get a product key, you don't get everything. Well, this is where everybody's wrong. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. And I'm just finishing up this video right here with graphics card nightmares. So, and even though that I went off course, I'm going to bring it back on course. So, all I seen today was for any kind of Christmas special was the 6600. And that's been going on for the last 8 months. The 6600's always been a recommendation. Not unless you want to go with the 3060, a 3060 Ti or something lightweight that you can use just for light gaming and stuff like that. You can use those as well. But if you want to do intense AAA gaming, heavy style gaming, like Spider-Man or Last of Us and Avatar, Cyberpunk, stuff like that, you're best off to go to a heavier graphics card. Either you're best off to, let me move this out of the way. You're best off to, if you want, in my opinion, intermediate graphics cards right here. Either the 7800 XT or the 4070. These are two great graphics cards for their price point. Right now, at their price point, there are two great graphics cards at their price point because they're meeting equal with price to performance. At this point in time, you can find them equal to price to performance. Not all graphics cards from all companies are going to be at the same price. You can find some at a cheaper price. But if you go to cheap out on your graphics card, then you're cheaping out on your textures. Excuse me. You're cheaping out on your textures. You're cheaping out on everything. You're going to run the holy bejesus out of your motherboard, your processor, your RAM, everything dealing with one side of the computer. Do yourself a favor. Don't do that. And everybody wonders why I stood on Gen 4. Or, not Gen 4. AM4. Sorry. The reason why I stood with AM4 was this. Okay. There's still room for upgradability. Okay. Now, even though that I'm sending this 7800 XT with the 5600 X3D, there's always room for the 5700 X3D that's coming out. There's always room for a bit more performance, just to let you know. So they're saying, they're leaking about $250 for the 5700 X3D. Which at $229 was the 5600 X3D. So at $250, I can kind of see it right there. So price to performance, it's there. So, but you'll have to wait and see what the finale is going to be for tomorrow. So we're going to leave it right here and we'll pick everything back up on the live stream tomorrow. So, but anyway, if you made it to the end of the video, we do appreciate you, and we always appreciate our viewers and the viewers that come and view our videos, the subscribers, the ones that buckle down and say we want to be a part of the family. So welcome to the family. all new subscribers and my veteran subscribers. Much love to you as always for all that you do. Watching videos from beginning to end, and also too telling your friends to come on down here and subscribe to our channel. You notice I don't say my channel. I say our channel because our veteran subscribers are now part of our channel. It's now us as a team. Us, ours. You guys are helping me make this channel better by giving me all your ideas and everything else. That's why I say ours. It works out just like that. But anyway, until the next time in the next video, this is JJ, and we will see you on the next one.